Well, it's trying to rain now, but this is Bermuda out here. I sprayed with a fungicide. I had some dollar spot and some dismiss. I was having some sedges. There's some action on the sedges. That looks pretty good in 1 week. Oh wow, it's raining pretty good now. And it looks like the fungus areas have cleared up too. I mean, there's one, but I mean, you can definitely tell it's recovering. I ran a little fertilizer with it, and we've had some good rain since. But anyway, well, it appears I'm getting rained out here all of a sudden. Been super busy this week. Don't have a whole lot to talk about for videos, but I got something here that if it'll quit raining for a second, I'll show you. Stand by. Sitting in the trailer waiting for it to quit raining on the mower here. Watching it rain. I mean, I'm glad it's raining and all, but I mean, I got some work I need to get done. It's been a pretty busy week. Just trying to stay caught up on mowing. I have a lot of spraying to do. Started fungicides round 3 on Fescue. I've ended up with quite a lot of Fescue to end up trying to get handled, so the round 2 is running into the round 3 just about. What I've got here that I'm going to show you, we're going to make kind of a short video if it'll quit raining. And I've been sorry, I don't have my stand things in the truck, and I'm just holding my phone here, real professional style. Anyway, well, trying to switch hands. I'm tired of holding it up. There we go. All right. Anyway, I've been having to spray a lot of herbicides in the Fescue. Don't generally get into a lot of that this time of year. I mean, you know, there'll be some that you have to do. Been doing a lot of spot spraying. Got a pretty nifty spot spray mix that I got mixed reviews on. And I've been experimenting with Shore Power, and I don't think I got it dialed in yet. I ran a heavy rate the first time out, the full label rate, and it scorched up some grass pretty good, but it recovered. Chris Elm suggested go to 32 ounces an acre with it. I did that, and I didn't get a lot of control, but I didn't get quite as much bronze. And I tried mixing it, running it together with some fungicide applications, and I wasn't liking that very good because with the propiconazole in the headway, it was a little hot, and it was scorching grasses. So I've been spraying the fungicides and the Shore Power separately, and I've got one here that I've scorched up pretty good. So, but I ran a 40 ounce rate per acre. But I sprayed the fungicide out, let it dry, and turned around and mixed another tank and sprayed the Shore Power out. No surfactant or anything. Maybe just the residue in the bottom of the permagreen tank from the propiconazole in the headway I was spraying is what set this off. But I feel like this will mow out, and if it'll ever stop raining, I'll get out here and mow it, and we'll see what it does. Anyway, it's raining. Stand by, and we'll let it stop raining and get out there and check some stuff out. Well, my grass is burning up. I'm getting rained on. I'm soaking wet. Got about 10 places that I haven't got to yet to mow. But it's still better than regular work. Okay. Here we are. Last week I sprayed this with a fungicide headway, and I ran a little sea moss, and then I sprayed that tank out and came back. I had some broadleaves in it and sprayed it with Shore Power at 40 ounces an acre. I don't know how great it shows up on camera, but I got a lot of tip burn in here. I'm gonna mow it, and hopefully most of that damage will come out. And I've been seeing a lot of this, experimenting with the Shore Power and just trying to find the sweet spot for the rate. Like I said, I've tried mixing with other things. I don't think New Farm suggests that you mix. I'm soaking wet, by the way. I don't think New Farm suggests that you mix that Shore Power with anything, because of the flumioxazin in it is super penetrative into the plant, and it's going to take whatever you mix right into the plant at a much greater rate than was intended, is my thoughts on that anyway. But I'm gonna let this dry out a little bit. I'm gonna try to mow some other stuff around here, but I'll show you close-ups of some of what it looks like, and hopefully this will be all right. But as I said, I've seen some of this in some other lawns that I've been treating, and they recovered fine, and in most cases we got weeds. But when I tried lower rates, like around 32 ounces in my area for me and what I'm spraying out of, I didn't get very good control. Chris Elm says he gets great control at 32 ounces an acre. It didn't work out so good for me. But this was 40, and I got some collateral damage, but again, I think it will recover just fine. So let's go around and check it out. That's a bronzing, as they say. Lots of discoloration and bronzing, but hopefully it's mainly in the tips, and it's going to mow out on this first mow, and then certainly by the next mow it'll be gone. I don't see any of the weeds though. Yep, it's a dog pee. Huh, looks like we got with the weeds at least. I'm stalling here. I'm waiting for it to dry out a little bit. But I've been running a backpack mixture too. Jay Wyrick gave me this one. And again, I don't think New Farm is gonna support or condone mixing anything with this product. But I pushed the label, pushed the, not the label, the limits. That's the word I was looking for. So, the backpack mix we've been running direct from Jay Wyrick is 4 ounces in a 4-gallon backpack, 4 ounces of SureGuard, 2 ounces of Q-Ball, which is a quinclorac, and a scoop of it's like sedge hammer, halosulfuron, if you've got sedges present. Watching this, I realized that I have referred to this product twice as SureGuard. It is Shore Power that we're talking about. Shore Power contains a tiny element of the product that is in SureGuard, the flumioxazin. Don't mix the two up. Do not put SureGuard on cool season grass ever. Or it'll look way worse than what I did out here. SureGuard. So the backpack, 4-gallon backpack thing, it'll control broadleaf, some grassy weeds, and some sedges. If you, in a 4-gallon backpack, run the 4 ounces of Shore Power, 2 ounces of quinclorac, the Q-Ball is what I used here, and the small scoop of halosulfuron or sedge hammer, 4 gallons. I haven't got a chance to follow up a whole lot on the ones that I've done that with. Shore Power seems to have some pretty nifty action on crabgrass just by itself, but it tortures it real bad, and then it recovers some of it. It kills some of it, but with that little bit of quinclorac, I'm thinking maybe it'll get it. We'll check back on some of them to see, but I have noticed on some of them that I've spot sprayed just riding by them, going to other ones, that I do have a little bit of that bronzing where I spot sprayed. But I mean, that's a pretty stout mix right there. So I mean, a little bronzing to get rid of patches of crabgrass in the fescue, I'll take it, because the quinclorac would do the same thing. Anyway, I'm gonna try to mow some other areas and let this dry a little more before I get on it. So we'll come back and talk more about Shore Power. I'm not bashing the Shore Power product at all. I might have been a little quick to sound like I was throwing shade at it, but that's the Shore Power. It's actually pretty excellent on a lot of the weeds that ail you in a cool season lawn. I mean, I recommend it, but you just got to be careful with it. They recommend spraying this in the summer on fully hardened off turf, that kind of deal. Like I said, I've been getting a little collateral damage here and there. Not all the lawns have been having problems with it, but overall it controls weeds pretty well. There's another good one for cool season turf. There's another good one, and that one will give you some collateral damage too. That's got that octane in it, that kicker and this ester base. So it's a little hot herbicide for this time of year, but ain't scared of that one either. All right, looks a little better now that I mowed it. Obviously didn't fix the dog pee, but cut a lot of those burnt tips off. As I was mowing, something struck me, a thought. Anyway, I'll share it with you in a moment. Looks like more storms are coming. It looks a little better now that I got it mowed. I got those bleached out brown tips cut off. One more mow should have the damage out of it. Obviously, I'd rather not have damaged it at all, but I think we'll be okay. Sometimes I can be epically stupid and miss the obvious. The damage in this looks pretty similar to when I was running the Shore Power at the full label rate, and when I mixed Shore Power with a fungicide. But the obvious thing that I did wrong here was, before I sprayed this, I sprayed the Bermuda section in the back with sulfentrazone, dismiss, and a fungicide. In a permagreen, when you run the tanks down, there's a little bit left in the bottom of the tanks, and you have to vacuum that out if you're going to switch over to something that's going to be dangerous or whatever, or you know, if what you had in there, like if I was spraying a warm season yard and wanted to go to a cool season yard, if I was spraying something like Celsius or Monument, I would have wanted to taking a shop vac, vacuum that permagreen out, flush it with water and ammonia a few times, and vacuum it out again, start fresh. But I didn't think that little bit of sulfentrazone would make that much difference, and apparently, I'm guessing here that look, because what prompted me to really light bulb was there was some little sedges over in one corner in a thinner spot, and they were toast. So apparently there was enough sulfentrazone in there in combination with that Shore Guard at 40 ounces to the acre that it caused me some collateral damage on my grass. Epically stupid. So you screw them up sometimes, but live to fight another day, and hopefully the turf here will. I think it'll be fine. But careless mistake. Thanks for watching.